Welcome to Golden Drop, everyone. My name is Sharon McDonald, and I'm thrilled to be able to be here today to be able to give you simple tools to be able to utilize in your daily life that are simple, easy, that will help you never waste your money and be able to be your own essential oil expert. And that is what we're here for every week. And giving those tools to you is really important to me because I feel like when we can be our first defense at home for ourselves and our families and our loved ones, we can empower the world with really awesome, simple health tips that are going to be able to last a lifetime. And that is a gift that is just keeps on giving and paying it forward all the time. So thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I'm actually going to go back a little retro here, and I'm going to be talking about we're going A to Z in all of the essential oils that we have, and then we will add in the products afterward. But I wanted to be able to touch base on balance today. So I'm going to go retro with you, and we're going to talk about the mood matrix today. What is the mood matrix? Why would you want to use it? What would you want to do? But I want to talk about first balance and why it's such a really amazing essential oil and what you would use it for, how would you use it, and why. Okay, so if you have any tips that you use balance for, would you please drop those in the comments? If you're watching on the replay, I would love to hear how you're utilizing it in your home, because everybody has a different little scope that they do with this essential oil. And so I'm going to just give you a few of my favorite tips, and then we're going to go over the mood matrix. What is that? Okay. And so the first thing I want to share with you about this is it's got some glorious essential oils. doTERRA used to put rosewood in this, and they've gone to hoe wood because it's more sustainable. And you're going to find frankincense in this. You're going to find all these really rooted tree essential oils in here to really ground. That's why it's called the grounding blend. And with that, you're going to be able to experience a sense of peace and harmony that will bring you down. Okay, so instead of being super high, and if you're already feeling depressed, maybe you are anxious, it will relieve that and help you feel safe and secure at the same time. So how would you use this? So my favorite way is to apply it to the back of my neck. I'm just going to drop it here and then apply that to the back. You've got blue tansy in this too, a really good essential oil. I swipe it across my forehead, under my nose, and I'm always a big fan of putting it on my neck. It just helps. You can also put this one over your heart. And so I'm going to do that. If you're feeling, again, like maybe you're not feeling super aligned, maybe you're not feeling super safe. I also use this essential oil in my yoga practice. I'll apply it to the bottom of my feet if I am feeling not so connected. And then I apply doTERRA's Anchor. Okay, that is this blend right here. It's in the yoga essential oils. You can buy this separately. And both of those combined together create a really unusual experience when you're practicing yoga or meditating. And so I would recommend you play with those two essential oils and use those. I'm going to have Renee read the emotional benefits of balance from Daniel MacDonald's book. Renee, if you'll read that for us, that would be fabulous.
This is the book. All right. The grounding blend is primarily a combination of tree oils and roots. You want me to say? Grounding blend is especially suited for personalities who seek to escape from life through disconnection or disassociation. These individuals may avoid long-term commitments in work or relationship, preferring instead to drift. This blend reminds individuals that to realize their true dream and desires, they must stay focused on the goal until it actualizes in the physical world. Grounding blend teaches true preservation by assisting individuals in staying present with the specific plan or idea until it's embodied. Providing inner strength and fortitude, grounding blend teaches individuals to ground their energy and to manifest their vision with their patience of the tree.
So I love that. So I hope that gives you a little bit more of an indication what you can use the grounding blend for and why you would use it on an emotional level. You can see it has a lot of different facets, and it's really useful for helping you have that calm and that peace. So on the mood matrix, I would invite you to take a piece of paper, and I'm going to use my notebook that I always teach out of, and I'm just going to grab a separate piece of paper in here. And I'm going to show you the mood matrix. This is maybe brand new for some of you and maybe not for others. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to draw a cross like this on your paper, okay? And at the top, I'm going to write mood matrix. Okay, and in the first category, we're going to be able to put serenity. And this is for calming, okay? I have serenity here and then calming here. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna calm the body, calm the mind, okay? And then we're going to add citrus bliss. And this is for invigorating. And I'm gonna put it just like that, okay? Invigorating. And in the bottom right-hand corner, you're gonna put elevation, if I could spell. And this is the joyful blend. So this is to bring joy. So I'm actually gonna circle that. I'm doing this one a little bit different. This is to find joy. If you're having a hard time finding joy, this is definitely an essential oil in the bottle. It doesn't smell super awesome all the time for some people, especially people with mood disorders. It's not going to smell super yummy. You're going to maybe even be detracted. It's going to like stink. Okay, but I promise once you get it on your skin, you're going to have a different experience, especially when I teach you how to layer this. So then you're going to do that, and then you end with this grounding blend. So you're going to put, you're going to ground. Okay, that's the last one that you do, and this is balance. Okay, and so this is what mine looks like. Okay, so you can see how I wrote that, ground and balance. Okay, and so I'm going to put a heart right in the middle of mine, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, because in the middle of that is really where you're going to find this space of peace and enlightenment, and you can apply these essential oils literally every 10 minutes if you have to. I know people that have to have these right next to their bed and apply them before they even get out of bed. And where would you apply them? There's a couple of different spaces to be able to do this. Anywhere on the back, on the spine, but I love the back of the neck, okay? I love the back of the neck and the bottom of the feet. Those are my favorite places because they get in the system very quickly and they get up here to the head, especially for people dealing with mood, okay? And so to be able to support those emotions of, I've got to get going, maybe you're a little listless, maybe you don't have a drive to be able to move, these essential oils are really going to help you. There's one more tip that I'm going to do on here, and we're going to put these because you want to layer. And what does it mean to layer? It means you apply one, then you apply the next one, and then you apply the next one, and you apply the next one. Layering often, I learned this from Dr. Hill early on 8 years ago when we first started our business. Layering is important because it allows each essential oil to go into the system and start working its magic. It starts to unlock the molecules of the cells, clean those receptor sites, and start delivering a different message so the brain can have those synapses start working. And that's why it's super important with mood to always put at the base of the skull. So right here, okay? That's where, if you'll feel the back of your head where that soft spot meets the cranium, you'll be able to feel that's where you really want to pay attention to that spot, because it goes to the brain very quickly. The other thing that happens after each application, you'll want to rub your hands together, breathe in, and then I always tell people to rub the back of their neck. It feels good. It's a little bit of a ritual, but it's telling the body and the mind, hey, you're safe and you can be happy. and those two combinations are really, really important. So the first thing you're going to do is put a number 1 in that corner right here. So you know that this is the first one you do, because this can be a little confusing to people. You can put that 1 wherever you want, but I just put mine there. Number 2 goes over here. So we know that this is the second. Then the third is elevation, and 4th. So here's my 3 right here, and here's my 4. Okay, so you'll be able to see that we are going 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so why is this important? So layering is important because as you layer each one, the chemistry starts to move and stack, okay? And as it stacks, it really helps the body create serotonin. It helps lift that mood. It helps clear the darkness. And the frankincense and the vetiver together, so frankincense in the grounding blend, in that balance, mixed with that vetiver and that lavender in the calming, combined with the citrus oils that you'll find in the other 2 essential oils, I'm telling you, it's magic. And it smells delicious when you're all done, okay? And so why that layering is important, a lot of people are like, yeah, but it's really hard to be able to apply each one. If you're looking for ease, get those little stainless steel roller bottle tops. You can get them online now almost anywhere. I know for sure Got Oil Supplies has them. And you can get those and you can turn any bottle into a roller bottle, okay? And so if that is what you're looking for, is ease and simplicity, get that, and it works really, really well. Let's talk about Citrus Bliss really quick. Citrus Bliss in this creates this very harmonious, it's got tangerine, mandarins, it's got wild orange. All of these essential oils are going to lift and invigorate. That's why it's called the invigorating blend, because it's very yummy. And you add that little hint of vanilla combined with the vanilla and serenity. And for those of you who love vanilla, it's super calming. It makes people feel safe. Okay, that's why the combination is incredible. So by adding that joyful blend from elevation, you're elevating the body, you're really enhancing that invigoration and rising up. But what we rise up, we want to bring back down to earth, because especially with mood disorders, it's easy to check out, right? Some people check out by watching movies. Some people check out by exercise. Some people check out by reading books. Every one of us has a checkout mechanism. But what this essential oil combination does is it allows us to check out with being present. And oftentimes, specifically with mood, it's hard to be present because you feel chaotic, you feel disconnected, you don't really feel like anything is of worth, right? So what this does is helps the mind create those synapses that are so important to be firing and allow the body to take over its own control. So again, you cannot overdose on this. You can apply it every 5 minutes if you want. Back of the neck, over the heart, swipe the forehead, bottom of the feet. Every one of you will find your own sweet spot, but this combination is incredible. So I wanted to touch base with it because there's so many different things. Each one of you needs to get silent and decide which one is the best for you. Okay, because there's the emotional oils and maybe they play a different role for you. But this combination is really tried and true. And I just recommend taking a look at it again. So if you've used this and you've had an experience, I'd love to be able to hear about it. Drop it below in the comments if you're on the replay. And if you'd like to open the mic now, I would love to hear what you have to say. So I am done with anything. I'd love to open it up for questions, comments, concerns, anything of value, your experience.
Sharon,
Yeah.
I know that a lot of that too, if you don't want to use all 4 of them, kind of think about where you're at for the day, and you can cross reference or cross use those. So like if you feel like you need to be calm and then some energizing at the same time, then use Serenity and Invigorating Blend together, or you can use Balance and Serenity together. So think about the things that you are doing or what you feel as to which oil you really need to have, because you don't necessarily need all 4, but you can do 2 at a time or 3 at a time.
Right. And that's with any essential oil. That's becoming a really good essential oil user, is checking in and understanding exactly what you're saying, Diana, to be able to unwind it and be able to really feel what your body is needing. And sometimes a smell test is not going to be the ticket. You have to close your eyes and just feel it. And I know that sounds weird, but your body will literally tell you what you want, and it's not always through the nose. It's a feeling, and that intuition is just always screaming out to be heard. We just have to get silent.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for that wisdom. That's great, Diana. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? Okay. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us. I hope that you pay it back to your budget and everything that you're doing by sharing this with other people. You can share these videos. You can invite people to this little 15-minute program, and we're just grateful for you to be able to pay it forward into your community, into your household. So thank you so much for joining us here today, and we'll see you next week at noon. And it's the day before I leave for Europe, in fact, next week. So again, we're going A to Z. We're going to be talking about basil next week. So I'm super excited to be able to share some experiences, and enjoy your week. Thanks so much for being here.